Alright, we should be live. So, I did promise before. Hmm, I have no audio. Hang on 1 second. Let me pull the screen out and pull this up and see what's up. I clicked on the wrong thing. There we go. That would explain it. Tried to switch to my headset. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna pop in for an Aetherdrift draft. I did promise one earlier today, and then my box came for Foundations, my second one, so I was putting away the set. Still missing 2 cards, but they're not anything super crazy. I'm missing Kellen and the mythic that makes dragons when you cast non-creature spells. Dragon Call or something. Speaking of mythics, this little guy. Well, we are definitely taking loot, because loot is insane, and especially if you get him this early, it's very easy to build around him and to try and craft the mana base so that he's not absolutely killing you. So, yeah. Like, Spike Shell Harrier is a really good card. It's not Ancestral Recall, Lightning Bolt, and a color-shifted Dark Ritual all stapled together on one card, so... Alright, if we're building a deck around loot, this is not a land that fixes for him. I'm kind of inclined to take the Aether Siphon at this point. This format has been a lot more control-y and grindy than I thought it was going to be. This is going to be my 12th draft, I think, of the format. And, yeah, I have not had a good red-white aggro deck, I don't think. I think I've had a medium one so far. And all of my, 4 wins or better, I believe, have been very grindy decks with a lot of controlling cards. So, I'm very inclined to take the Aether Siphon here. If I did not take Aether Siphon, my next pick would probably be Ironclad for the 1-mana cycling and some of the other things it can do, or Pothole Mole. But I think I'm going to take the Aether Siphon. I think it's the strongest card. Plus, I want to run a little more blue for loot if I can. Drawing the 3 cards immediately, or lightning bolting an opponent's creature, or the opponent themselves, depending on their life total, is usually the best thing you can be doing with loot. Okay. So this pack has Mendicant Core and Pactile Terror, which are both incredibly powerful artifact synergy cards. That being said, we have Magmakin Artillerist and Keen Buccaneer. I think I'm going to grab one of those 2. And I kind of want the 3-mana 1/4. If we can wheel the... What is the 1 red mana cycling 6/3 menace? I forget its name now. Ironclad? Ironclad, I think that's it. If we can wheel that, we can potentially wheel the start your engines, or not start your engines, push to the limit, the 7 mana. Brings back all of your dead vehicles and brings back all your dead vehicles and mounts. And cruise everything and gives it haste, so... And I kind of want to take the blue-red land here. Ovia is okay, not great to begin with. Like, if she's putting in an artifact creature and giving all of your things trample, that's actually been a lot more potent than I gave it credit for, but it's still not amazing, it's just okay. I'd probably be better off with the little shark guy, honestly, the 4/5 that lets you rummage every turn. Alright, flood the engines, Ironclad. I'm actually very tempted to just take the Ironclad here. We might be blue-red cycling, splashing green for loot at this point. It's not an on-color land. So, kickoff celebrations over Kylorna. Hammer launcher and a trip up. Yeah. Let's find our good cards. That is not a good card to find. Now I kind of wish I took the for mana cycling, put a card on top, because I don't know how many kickoff celebrations I'm actually going to want. Oh, there's a blue-green dual land. Nope. I was going to take the Skybox Fairy in the hopes of getting the cycling cards back. Does fix, and if I did do the... I don't know if I'm going to get back the card, though, is the only issue. The, to the limit, push to the limit. So I could take Howler's Heavy instead, and that would also be fine. I think I'm going to take the Howler's Heavy. I think I could take that, though, as a fixing. Alright, the Ironclad did wheel. So if we get push to the limit, okay, we're going to splash loot and push to the limit. You're going to draw a whole lot of cards. The Aether Siphon might actually not be good anymore. Because I need to get the cards into the graveyard, not necessarily just draw them. We'll leave it up here for right now, but I could definitely see cutting that and just running the kickoff celebrations. We already have 2 Ironclads. It's not going to take a whole lot more for us to have a decent push deck. Nobody here cycles, right? We'll take the uncommon, though it's a terrible card. Take the common. It's a terrible card in limited. Oh, hey, we got the trip up back anyway that I wound up not taking. Alright, we're going to wheel another push to the limit, so the question now becomes, do we want Spike Shell Harrier or Gilded Goda? And I think the answer is Spike Shell Harrier to buy us more time. The only thing about the Goda is it both fixes... Well, there's 2 things. It fixes for loot, and it is a card that push to the limit can get back. So, but I think we want the blue spiny shell. Oh, it's Captain Howler now. Seeker would be okay, but the green is currently the splash color, so yeah, we can take Captain Howler. Since I've got a bunch of cycling cards anyway. Ooh, another Magmakin now. No cycling vehicles. Yeah, we'll just take another Magmakin then. Get those pings in early so that way we don't have to get quite as many cards. Alright, there's our third. Sorry, Aether Siphon, I got a new plan now. Loose Buggy would not be terrible. The problem is that right now green is the splash, so it's not really fixing for anything. Like if we have the green, we should have all of our colors in theory. Or Arena is doing Arena things and we've drawn all of our green sources. Already used him as the thumbnail, so we'll probably have to use Push to the Limit. Okay, there's Rugged Highlands. Sadly, again, Skybox Fairy in with our mana fixing, so... I do think we take the third on-color dual land here. Make loot as castable as possible. Ironclad, double check for anything else that's good to... Filler cycle. I would be very interested, actually, there... So, we won't see it this late, but there is a black-green uncommon vehicle. It's the one that kills a 4-drop or lower non-land permanent when it comes in. It has cycling for 2 colorless mana, so if we could grab that, that would be great. The Skybox Fairy is not terrible. It cycles for 2 mana. And obviously, we would be interested in... Midnight Mangler. I'm just gonna keep taking Ironclads, though. Like, we're up to 5 of them now, and Push to the Limit came back. So now we have 2 copies, so that should make it a lot easier to find. If there's a 3rd copy, I'm not taking it. We don't want to gum up our hand with uncastable 7-drops, but... even with all the cycling we have. If Push to the Limit itself had cycling, I would absolutely take the third one on the wheel, the same way we've taken these two. Yeah. Feeling pretty good. This is filler. This doesn't come back, so cycling it is not as good, and I don't think I want to splash white also for anything. Like, there's no Jeskai card in the set. There is Naya, it's Samut, but I don't think is what I'm looking for. Yeah, I'm not running the Loxodon Surveyor, so we'll just take Arian here. I think there's a black card I would be splashing for. Oh, we got the Skybox Fairy back. That's actually real good. Alright, Reckless Velocitar. Giving our Ironclad's Trample. Or Crash and Burn. I think I want to take the removal spells since I don't really have any. We could also consider the Engineer, but yeah, I think I just want to take a removal spell at this point. That way I can kill problematic things. Another Thornwood Falls. Spike Spitter. Kickoff. Catalyzer would not be terrible just as an early play. But yeah, let's keep fixing our mana. Make loot very castable. 2, 3, 4. So we currently have 19 spells. Don't exactly have a ton of cheap spells either, so... Grab some Godas if I can at this point. Though, might not be doable. Alright, in that case, I think I'm going to take another removal spell and flood the engines over the 3 drops. For creatures. Ooh. A rare land for fixing. Bolt Tender. Another 1/3. Ticket Tortoise. Maybe? Yeah, I think I'm just going to take the rare land, though. And I think we're probably good on fixing now. Like, as far as mana goes, or lands go. I would love to see the Goda, though. No Goda. Another thing I could cycle early. Currently I have 1, 2, 3 green sources. I'm wondering if I have to take something like the Omnivore just because I need an early play to not die. Because taking another Skybox Fairy is fine, but not amazing. Yeah, I might need a 2-drop here. The problem is it's in the wrong colors. Alright, legitimately I might need 2 drops to not be dead here, so... Walking Sarcophagus is way better than nothing. Stall Out, on the other hand, is not doing anything. I'm taking River Churn Monument. I've already taken this a couple of times in drafts, so... We should be close to where I get gems for it. Kill all of the early plays or put an 08 in my opponent's way. I think I might actually want the 08. Just slow them down, because I do not want to run Gibrick if I don't have to. Gibrick? However you pronounce its name. Yeah, I'm just going to take the Engineer over the Minotaur. Down there. Yeah, just another early creature that can trade, I think. I have enough lands that default come into play tapped. I don't think I want to risk it when I'm not planning on putting a lot of the vehicles into play. I don't think this is a deck that's going to be desperate enough for starting column. Yeah, give me the earlier creature. I already have enough vehicles that I can cycle. Ah, cool. I drafted 5 of a single card. I got an achievement. Alright, we only need 2 cuts. So let's see if there's anything obvious that I don't want. I don't really need Glitch Ghost. It's probably the Burner Rocket. Like, I'm not aggro enough for this thing. And it's not really doing much. Alright. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I even need the forest? I mean, I guess I have a 9-9 split with my other 2 colors, thanks to all the dual lands, so my mana base is kind of perfect. So this is always red, which might be a factor if I have any of these lands in play. Yeah, I'm wondering if I just don't need the forest if 3 green sources is enough for loot. With all the cycling and everything. I think it is, so I think I want to make sure that this thing can produce blue mana at some point in time. Alright, let's give it a shot. Oh, Arena, you are killing me with this hand. I can't keep this. This is 1 mana. I don't have anything I can pay to cycle. Push to the limit is in my opening hand with 1 vehicle. Yeah, this has got... Okay, I was gonna say, I clicked Mulligan. You better put these things back. Yeah, okay. We'll put this one back, because I need an early blocker. I'm probably going to cycle... Yeah, I'm going to cycle the thing on turn 1 here. Eh, it should still be fine. Alright, let's go ahead and cycle. Another one. Well, this thing isn't going to hold off their thing anymore, so... I guess we get our engine started, in case they don't have a follow-up ground creature. They have a 3/3. Perfect. Alright, let's put a no 8 in their way. Yep. Plus less to activate. Alright, let's cycle again. I mean, I kind of need to find lands, so... Alright. Yeah, I think I need to hold off on this one, because I might need to put this in the way of their 3/5 flyer for a little while. Did that post-combat. Alright. They didn't want to get in for 3 extra damage. Alright. Yeah, just keep cycling here, try and set up a push to the limit draw. Maybe I need to go one more mountain, even though that makes it less likely. Oh no, mountain would still make the other thing more likely to turn on, and because if I have a mountain, then it still taps for blue mana. Do they have a... They don't currently have a way to crew with that, so that might not be the worst. Alright, there's our other mountain, so... Alright, we cast this out, we cycle this thing... No attacks. End turn. +2 power on their 7/6. Yeah, it's really brutal. Hey, take 9. The 3. Cycle this, because we need to find... Push to the limit now. That ain't it. Alright, that is loot, and loot can kill the 3/3 here. So, red, blue, green, and 1... 2. Summon loot. And yeah, we have to kill that. And wait, are we just dead? No, because they have... Oh no, we are just dead, because they can use the other thing to crew, but if I let them untap there, then they just crew the thing with the guy anyway. Oh, never mind, they have a boom cycle for 2 damage. Unless they mess up, which they might. Let's give them a second. Oh no, they went... yeah, they do have enough mana to go face, right. Right, because it costs 2 less from that guy. Okay. Alright, well, we had the perfect setup. We just needed to find one of our 2 push the limits that turn, and we found loot instead, and while he's adorable, and in any other scenario, that would have been good enough. Yeah, I guess... If I don't crew, they just draw the boom cycle anyway, and I die, so it doesn't matter. Technically, I was dead regardless, so the question is, what would have given me the best chance to win that game, and killing their guy definitely was not it, because it put me dead on board. Well, this is a lot of cyclers. Not a lot, but 2, so... Alright. So of course I'm going to play against an aggro deck in this format. Like, since when do those exist? Yeah. Take the 1. Now we cycle. Oh, good. No land. Alright, so we're gonna cycle the ferry this turn. Use up all of our mana. I hope we draw land. Good. Okay. Alright. Discard this. Look for more land. Alright. We're gonna cycle the Ironclad end of turn. Just keep buying time until we can get our cool things online. Yep, take 3. Okay. Good. Okay, there's Push the Limit, so have that going for us now. Alright, let's get Captain Howler down. He holds off their ground creatures at least. And they don't really have the mana to kill him. Or bounce him right now, so... Next turn we can Spike Terrier, either just remove their token entirely or bounce their Aether Jacket, I think. Unless they do something else more impressive this turn. Currently have 16 power worth of cards in our graveyard to buy back. We need to find a couple more. We also need to get to 7 mana, which we only have 5 of, so... Yeah, I was gonna say, he has Ward 2 mana and 2 life. That does not work. I don't know where they thought the other mana was coming from. Alright. I'm just going to get rid of the token entirely. If we get their life total down a little bit, then we don't need to find any more vehicles, so I'm just going to hit them for a little bit of damage here. If they don't play anything else scarier, that's actually kind of scarier because it's going to... It can be crewed by the 1/1, so... Alright, there's the green source for loot, so let's play that. I can't really do that again. Yeah, I'm just gonna kill the Hull Drifter if they crew it or attempt to. Not gonna get cut in half here. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If they had the +X+O card, They theoretically would have me dead, but any amount of mana spent... Alright. 2-1 does not concern me too much. Okay. Oh, go ahead. Declare your attackers. So... we just win then? We kill him. They already played their land this turn. I get cut in half. I have 9 points of damage on board. But just for funsies. Here's loot. Look at that little guy. I suppose we did draw the land. We also could have cast Push to the Limit instead. And had them even more dead on board than just loot, but... I mean, come on. He's so adorable. And when I push on the box, the top of his head lifts off, and there's a smaller loot head underneath. I don't know. I got nothing. I'm tired. It's late. We're having fun. We're casting loot. We're setting up for maximum or not maximum overdrive, that's the black card. Push to the limit. Deck's great, magic's great. Sure. No, land first so we can cycle the Ironclad. Mountain first. Yes, land first. Like I said, I'm tired. Alright, if they're not gonna do anything, I'm certainly not going to do anything yet. Let's get this one down first. I never did switch out the one island for the mountain. Next turn we can get the Magmakin down. That way when we cycle things, we deal damage. Also, our opponent seems to be stuck on mono red, so... it's going to buy us plenty of time. If they don't do anything that I need to crash and burn, we're going to play the Swiftwater Cliffs and plan to cycle Ferry. Alright, we're still going to leave the option of cycling the Ferry for right now, but I don't want them getting a bunch of free lands out of their deck from their 2-3, so... yeah, okay. That should be good enough. We'll just kill that. Alright, so... cycle that, deal them a point. Draw. Play red green land. This can't put counters on itself, right? So we just hold back our guy to block with. 2 Ironclads is 12. Skybox is 17. Oh, I did hold our guy back to block. Maybe they don't know they can't put counters on him. Let's see if they highlight their card to read it. Nope. Just gonna play another one. They're just hoping that I wouldn't block. Or they have a 2-point burn spell, like Road Rage or something. They're just gonna finish him off. Okay, yep. So cycle this, deal them another point. Hello, Captain. How are you? Okay. Okay. That is another opponent that has failed to read Captain Howler successfully. Okay. Yeah, apparently Captain Howler just has Secret Ward, too. They keep reading... I swear, they keep seeing that you have to pay life for him, and they're like, oh, okay, he's like Winter or something, where he doesn't have a mana cost. It's like... Or they're reading it as pay 2 mana or 2 life, maybe? I don't know. They're definitely misreading him. Because that is the second opponent that has had their spell just straight up countered, so... I'm never gonna get to win with Push the Limit because our opponents aren't playing properly. And they're just dying to Captain Howler's ward trigger. Yeah, okay. It's good to me. Graveyard, draw. Do that. It's turn. Alright, let's put a 1/4 in the way of your 3/2. Comes rumbling in again. If it does, do I take 3 because I can hold up trip up? Oh, well. Now it's a moot point. I don't think there's a 1 green trick. Like, at all. Like, they might be able to fight afterwards, but or punch, but they could do that anyway, so... Alright, so we're just gonna hold trip up here. And then cycle if they don't do anything too impressive. Like, if their whole turn is saddling the Lagak, I don't think I care. But if they play something else afterwards, I might want to trip it. Just to buy a bunch of time. Are we gonna saddle? Okay, there we go. You got it. I will take 2 damage here. What else do you have? Yeah, that guy's probably annoying enough. We'll put him back. Or attempt to, see if they want to do something cool to save him. Nope, and they don't want to draw him again. Good. Alright, let's see if they have the counter. If they do not... Alright, so send that back to their hand. Get in for 1. Make it a little easier for these Ironclads to kill them. They're already at 18. This will cycle it and deal them a point of damage. Alright. Do I attack them for 4 here to try and get the Lagak to block? Sure. Let's do that. go. It's one less blocker. And with 4 ironclads, I'm pretty sure they're dead, but, you know, just in case. Unless they have actual, the 1 mana, I know, never mind, they tapped out, we're good. They're just dead here now. Alright, we finally got somebody with it. Player land, and push it to the limit. Well, yes, that is 24 power worth of menace dudes coming at you. Mm-hmm. All right. We got to kill somebody with loot, and we got to kill somebody with push to the limit. So we did all of the things. Hooray! All right, one more win at least, and the deck will be a rousing success. Shouldn't be too hard. I just need one more person to misread Captain Howler and decide they can target him. Alright. Not a particularly strong hand compared to some of the other things our deck can do, but we do have a bunch of card draw to go find stuff, so... Oh, Mr. Scurryfoot, how are you? Would you like to be stonewalled by a 1/3 flyer? I'm guessing the answer is no. Is there Death Toucher? Okay. Actually, here, let's cast this first, because I can discard an island here without too much worry. And then we might draw a land that comes into play tapped. That way we're a little closer to loot. Alright. And use the Buccaneer to crew the 2/1. A big old scary Death Toucher. Instead of a little old scary Death Toucher. There we go. But first things first, let's summon Captain Howler. Since nobody apparently knows how he works or what he does. Now the opponent properly punches him with the what will be a 1 mana trick on their Death Toucher. Oh, nope. Well, it could still be that, but no, now they're a mana short if they wanted to do that. Because they only have 1 mana towards the ward. Perfect. This thing is 5 mana. But really, we just want to cycle the Ironclads here. Yep. Okay. Yep, just losing all this Captain Howler value. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're all fine here. How are you doing, opponent? Yep. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. Let's take 2. This is a fight, right? So we just go ahead and cycle this. So Captain Howler buff himself, -2 on that. Ow, I didn't let them pay for the ward first. I should have. That would have done them 2 damage. Now they won't pay for it. Got a little ahead of myself there. Ow! They did it anyway. Good for them. Wait, that would have actually countered their spell and let their Death Toucher live. Opponent, what are you doing? Alright. So, we can get back 2 6/3s. But that doesn't really kill them. Or even come close to it, so I think we just keep waiting. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I can run out this idiot. What little he's worth. We'll have Crash and Burn. Spell Pierce. Spell Pierce was the counter spell I was thinking of last game. Alright, let's see if they want to spend all of their mana buffing their guy. Yeah, let's just spend all my mana buffing my guy. See what their trick is. Their trick was they harmlessly bounced off of each other. Alright. Well, now we can cycle that. Trigger Captain Howler. Target this, since it's my only flyer. Put them for 5 in the air, draw a card. Alright, we might actually be able to get them with double push to the limit now. Yeah, okay. Let's pass here. I don't have another vehicle to discard, so I kind of just want to hold up Crash and Burn this turn. Because they're going to need to block most of this next turn in order to not die here. is a pretty easy trade my 2-1 for a 4-2. Oh no, they got me so good that I wish they didn't get me so good. That one. They have the +4/+4 and trample too? Okay. Alright. Let's push it to the limit. Alright, so if they block Captain Howler, that's 12, 16, 17, 18. Yep, okay. Seems like it's lethal. Let's make them show me why it's not lethal. Okay. That's now a 4/7. But if it blocks Captain Howler, then they can't block anything else, so it can't block Captain Howler. Which means that's got a chump. And they are still dead. Alright! Hooray! We did it. We got to 4 wins. Push the limit again. Alright, now let's switch back to winning with loot. Yeah, this is not a hand that wins with loot. And the opponent's going first. They don't have any flyers. I have a lot of stall on the ground with an island. We can probably do better, though. I'm gonna take a mulligan. Alright. Slightly better. I should be able to put the island back with all the cycling that my deck has. The one cycler we have in the hand. Alright. That is in fact a nesting bot. Okay. Yeah, putting the land back, definitely the right call. Unless we get stuck on 6 land and have everything in the graveyard. But 1/1 Death Touch, yep. Alright, go Mighty 1/3. Stave off their robots, but not their rats, I guess. Ooh. Are they going to... They named Zombie. Okay. That makes sense. Is this crew 2 or crew 3? Crew 3. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Yep, nope, kill my flyer. Kill my 1/4. But still fine, grand scheme of things. Like, They can hit me for 4 now, down to 14. Max speed. Alright, cycle this. Guess we want this one first. Yeah, this is starting to feel like a loss now, but not quite yet. It's going to... Oh, wow. I was going to say it's about to be one very soon, but... So, yeah, now they can crew their 4-4 with one of their guys, and the 4-4 is now a 5-5 because both of them are buffing each other, yeah. Now I'm very dead. Alright, send that back. Reduce their speed. They can still play their thing and crew it and have it be a 5-5, so that didn't really do much of anything. It literally slowed them down a tiny bit. Yeah, this is almost definitely a loss now. I have nothing in the graveyard to get back with Push the Limit. Loot by himself is not going to be enough because their thing's going to be a 5-5. I would actually need the destroy a vehicle or deal 6 damage. And we're getting to the point where even that won't be good enough anymore. Because they're going to do 5 damage to me, which puts me to 3. So the rat's activation will threaten to kill me at that point. Yeah, the double removal spell turn really hurt. I was gonna say, do you want a free roll attack with the 1-1? Get a replacement 1-1? No? Okay. That's probably correct to not attack with the 1-1 there. Because either I'm blocking with this thing or I'm not. Alright, gain my life. Big old 0-8 in their way, but yeah, the rat's just gonna kill me now. Because I would need to chain, like, so many cards in a row off the top of my deck for Push the Limit to actually kill them. Like, I need my entire deck to be stacked with, Oh, no, never mind. That should do it, because now they can double crew. So, now I have to go, Chump Bounce. And they can hit me for 2. And then they just need 1 more mana to kill me. Like, use the... Oh, you're supposed to use the rat to crew the other one. This is actually giving me a chance. If they do this. If they haven't... If the card in their hand is not super relevant, then this gives me a slight chance to win. If I were a bigger streamer, this is where they would pull up the stream to see what I have and try and figure out. But yeah, if they don't have a way to save the rat here, then I go to 2, but the rat's now dead. They can still probably kill me. They have a Demonic Tutor in their 1 enchantment over there, so there's probably a bunch of cards they could get that would finish me off here, but they are giving me a tiny, tiny chance to win this game. Yeah, I don't think Captain Howler is quite it. Let's play the land. He's not awful here, but I'm going to assume that they have it, because I'm at 2, so... Removal kills me. Like, 2 points of face burn kills me. Tactile Terror. Okay, now that works. Because they have 2 creatures to crew their thing, so they actually have 4 attackers. But... What? I'm gonna die to a deck that's running Ketramos in Limited. With 0 cards in exile. Alright. Well... That sucks. That sucks a lot. My opponent played an almost entirely dead card. Like, its literal only function would be to crew their stuff. With how many cards they did not have an exile there. Like, even if you had something like the wrappings, it's still forever to get to the part where it's relevant. Opponent goes first, but I have an acceptable hand. Opponent is mulliganed. Mulliganed again. Oh, I feel really good about my chances against an opponent that mulled to 5 on the play. I'm sorry, they mulled to 4. I missed a mulligan there. Do I have a sorry here? I do not have sorry. Alright. Yeah, we're just gonna double cycle here. Run this out. It technically trades for their 1/1, but if I wanted to block with it, or if they want to hold it back, I'm just taking the 1 here. I'd rather hit them for 3 damage while they're behind. Alright, let's cycle this, see what we hit. Cycle the fairy. Our land. Swing 3. Yep. Sure. Probably cycle trip up at this point. I guess not. Like, it will get rid of anything that they play. Okay. I'm assuming we're trading for the 3/1 here, not the 1/1. Yep, that's fine. Just cast the Howler Heavy. Okay. Through it, deal me 6. Yeah, this is fine. Four. Land. Swing 3. 2/1. After combat, because I don't care about my speed. One's so bad with loot. Like, they block loot, and the double strike kills their thing. Alright, let's just put their guy away then. We can kill them with loot next turn. I'm pretty sure they're going to put him on the bottom. Yep. Yeah, back here, you. Our opponent mulled to 4, though, so this doesn't... Yep. They're going to wish they had that back in 10 seconds. Maybe not that one, but they definitely wish they had the other one back. I'm actually going to hold the land in case they top deck the vehicle that makes you discard a card. Oh, hey, they have a Pactile Terror. Alright. So anyway, loot just happened. That one. I would like to use that one. Yep. Alright, loot's down. I draw 3 cards. Cycle this. 3, 6, 7, 8. So, cycle that one. And push it to the limit. Yeah, the opponent mulliganed to 4 on the play. So the fact that I was that low on life is just a testament to how good their deck actually was and how slow my draw was. Also played a little sloppy there in the middle. Almost let myself get the 3rd loss against a mull to 4. Yeah, the 2-1 was just bad on that board, especially with loot. Like, if I attack with loot, then they just put the 1-1 on loot, soak his 4 damage, and the first strike kills him, like kills the 1-1, so the 1-1 gets to ping the 2-1 and kill it before it deals combat damage, so it literally added nothing to the board at that point, except as a distraction for their lightning strike. So, you know, all worked out. Okay. To get in the way of their 2-1, so they have to crew it instead. Which would then let me attack them back for 2. Alright, see if they want to stop me from getting speed then. They would like to stop me. Alright. In that case, we're just going to cycle this, see if we get a tap land here. Not. So, island, and pass the turn. I'm saving the blockbuster in case they play a particularly impressive artifact that I need to kill. Like that thing that just got rid of my graveyard and will keep getting rid of my graveyard if I allow it to live. Yeah, I think we're just going to play the blockbuster and kill this before they get rid of any of the rest of my graveyard. Yeah, now I'm down to 1 vehicle again. Okay. Hey, Captain. How's it going? Ooh. That ain't good for me. Nah, I think we no block here. Okay, this is a lot of stuff going on. They only have 1 card left in their hand, so we should be able to crash and burn the vehicle. Alright, let's block here, see what they do. Alright, they're gonna pump. Alright, kill that. Oh, they're tapped out. that was silly. I could have just chosen the mode destroy target vehicle. They were tapped out, though, so... Alright, let's shut that thing down. If they dump any resources into crewing the bird. Yeah, we're gonna wanna hit that. Even though it's the only mount or vehicle they could technically target. Alright, they're choosing to redraw it. I take one. That is not helping, though. I feel very flooded right now. We still have plenty of time, because they have 2 1-1s, but... But if I keep drawing lands, it doesn't matter, because all my time's getting eaten up now, because now they get to attack me for 4, put me to 6. I guess they needed to play a creature first, but now they get to put a counter on that because it is a mount itself, so I'm basically dead next turn, and loot no longer just solves all of life's issues. Alright, well... Cycle that. So 2, 3, 4, 5. I go to 1 on board. Yep. I think this is as far as we're gonna get. Even if they have no removal whatsoever, I'm going to 1 on board. I do not have lethal bringing back my stuff, because we only have 2 vehicles in the graveyard, so... Alright, so... Now I'm not going to 1, because they didn't draw another creature, but... Going to 2 isn't much better. Alright. Let's chain cycle and randomly kill them. Seriously, I'm down for it if it happens. So this doesn't do it, right? Because they still have lethal on board. Because I can't block both the 1-1s and the 4-5. And there's no way they're going to do something silly. Like tap their guy to crew or something. Okay. Same difference. But it didn't leave them as vulnerable if I had a trick. Okay, real quick. View battlefield. So there are 25. So we had 6, 12, 16, 22, and the one's already in exile, but we do have a 5th one. So if we had have hit the last Glamorous Ironclad, 4, 5, 6, 7, play the land, yeah, and push the limit, we could have killed them. So we just needed to have our deck be perfectly stacked, 5 cards in a row, and everything would have been fine. Alright, 5 wins is good enough. We had some fun games, got a net profit, we got to play with loot. All good. Alright, it's late, I'm gonna go to bed. So thanks for sticking with me for a late night draft, and I will see you next time. Have a good rest of your day.